Peace and love. Everybody tuning in. How y'all doing? Gonna let everybody kind of come in a little bit, man. We're gonna explain something to everybody so got a better understanding, because you can renounce your citizenship from the United States and just be stateless, still be in bigger trouble than you was just being in the United States, okay, as well. And that's very important to know. But the things that we're going to speak on is basically the loss of nationality by native-born naturalized citizen, voluntary action, burden of proof, and presumptions. So the first thing is okay, how do you renounce your citizenship from the United States? Okay, that's the first thing we're going to cover, is how to renounce your citizenship from the United States. And it's only, it tells you exactly how to do it, okay? So people that's, I don't know, they coming up with all these different things, or what they saying they doing this or doing that. And, you know, if you go read their law on what to do, it specifically tells you what to do. So let's just show you. All right. Now, it says a person who is a national of the United States, whether by birth or naturalization, shall lose his nationality by voluntary performing any of the following acts with, now notice it says by voluntarily performing any, okay, it says any of the following acts with intentions of relinquishing United States nationality. Now, okay, obtaining naturalization in a foreign state upon his own application, upon an application filed by duly authorized agent after having attained the age of 18 years, or that's one way. Or you can take an oath or making an affirmation or formal declaration of allegiance. Notice it keeps saying foreign state, okay? Or political subdivision thereof, after having attained the age of 18 years of age. All right, the next thing it says, entering or serving in the armed forces of a what? Of a foreign state. So it has to be foreign to the United States, okay? A such foreign orders are engaged hostilities against the United States. Such person serve commission or non-commission or office. Okay, that's another one. Or you can do it this way. Okay, it says accepting, serving, or performing duties of an office, post, or employment under the government of a foreign state or political subdivision thereof, after attaining the age of 18 years, if he has or acquires the nationality of such foreign state, accepting, serving in, or performing the duties of an office, employment under the government of a foreign state or political subdivision thereof, after attaining the age of 18 years, for which office, post, or employment, an affirmation or declaration of allegiance is required. Also, making a formal renunciation of nationality before a diplomatic or consular office. This happens to be if you are somewhere over in Europe or India or any of that. Anytime, anywhere you see a U.S. embassy, a diplomat, a consular office, you can go there and, you know, renounce your citizenship and things like that. And it says making in the United States a formal written renunciation of nationality in such form as may be prescribed by, before such office may be designated by the Attorney General, whenever the United States shall be in a state of war, and the Attorney General shall approve such renunciation as contrary to the interests of national defense. Now, let me explain this to you. Okay, because what I'm about to show you, because people think you got to do all these things to renounce your citizenship, but I have renounced mine. One, and I'm going to show you how I have. Why? Because one is I took an allegiance to a foreign state. Who is the foreign state that I took an allegiance to? United States of America Republic. We are a foreign state. We are also a political body that's foreign to the United States. The second thing that makes me that shows proof of my renunciation of citizenship is the fact that I also took an oath in office as the Assistant Attorney General in the United States of America Republic. So the fact that I'm also a government official in another foreign state shows, you know what I'm saying, that this shows my renunciation for my citizenship of the United States. It tells you right here, and all you have to have is proof of your allegiance and your oath and things that you took. You see what I'm saying? Now, here's the tricky part. The 14th Amendment was never ratified. They didn't even have enough people to vote on it to ratify it. We know that. They kind of did some stuff behind the closed doors, act like it was ratified and pushed it forward. And that's how we, kind of end up with a lot of these these so-called shadow government that's going on today. All right, now, to help you better explain what I'm going to show you again is the fact that those are two ways that shows that I have proof of me not belonging to United States, okay, the European corporation. Now, this is what I want you to know for all of y'all that's out here claiming and you don't belong to a state. You don't have a nation state. And I want you to know, because this is what they gonna tell you. All right? This is exactly what they gonna tell you. It says, persons intending to renounce. Let's just go right here. Let y'all see. You can look this up. Travelstate.gov. A person intending to renounce U.S. citizenship should be aware that unless they already possess a foreign nationality, they may be rendered stateless, and thus the lack of protection of any government. Okay, they may also have difficulty traveling as they may not be entitled to passport for any country. Statelessness can present severe hardships, the ability to own, rent property, work, marry, receive medical or other benefits, attend school can be affected. Former U.S. citizens would be required to obtain a visa to travel the United States or show that they are eligible for admission pursuant to the terms of the visa waiver program. All right, and if unable to qualify for visa, the person could be permanently barred from entering the United States. So, my point is this: if you don't belong to a state government, if you don't already have your nationality, once you renounce your citizenship to basically the United States, you are stateless, okay? But you already are stateless anyway, because we know for a fact that the 14th Amendment was never really ratified, and they call you property. And they saying that you have no nation, you have no flag, you have no creed, you have no constitution, you have no land. So they already claiming you stateless anyway. All right, and this is real. This is right here in y'all face. So my question is this, and so to everybody they be like, we need a consular court here. No, the hell we don't. Why do you need a consular court in your own home? Why do you need one at home? That's what they for overseas, because that means let's say I'm over in China, right? And United States of America Republic, we got a consular court over there, right? So if I do anything over there, my laws that to my constitution still applies to me. So I'm not gonna end up going to the court in to the Chinese courts or whatever. They're gonna send me to my own court and my own consulate to be judged by my own people. Now, if I've done something to the point that I need to be sent back home, then they're gonna send me back home. But if I've done something to where I can just be punished or fined or whatever pertaining to right there at the consulate of the country that I'm in, then they're gonna take care of it right there. See, that's what people got to understand, okay? Why would you need a consular court at home? They the one would need something here because they are the foreign entity on this land, the U.S. court, United States Corporation. They're not from here. Every last one of them should have visas or this type of thing or whatever. But you know why they really don't at this moment? You see what I'm saying? You know why they don't? I mean, they will. It's going to come to a point where they're going to have to identify in different ways and things like that. They're not even going to be able to classify themselves as white U.S. citizens. They're finna get ready to change and come out and openly be with the European nationality. Whatever their nationality is, they finna start acting and speaking on that. They finna drop all this, dehumanizing things like that. So y'all got to be prepared for that. And that's coming too, you know what I'm saying? So, like, there's going to be a point of time where, let's say, for instance, people are about to people are about to be free. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love, Empress. I just seen your message on here. But, yeah, people are about to be free on account of the unconstitutional things that have been done over the past years. All the people that have been jailed under the Black Negro and African American, all these different things for all the small little crimes they've been put under and things like that. You see what I'm saying? These people are going to be set free. All this, because once it happened for one person, it's got to happen for everybody else. It's just a matter of time for it to do. But when it does, then here comes the reclassification. Because now and that's why this big census is coming up and all this. Like, you got to know who you are. Where you going to place where are you? What jurisdiction are you in? What do you domicile? Okay? Because I live in the province of Alabama, not in the state of Alabama. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference. So my jurisdiction is in the province, not in the state of. And any court that we would be in, it would actually be in the province of, not in the state of. So if we had a claim against somebody, or somebody did something to one of our nationals, it would be the province of Alabama versus such and such. You see what I'm saying? Or United States of America Republic, the people of the United States of America Republic versus such and such. You see what I'm saying? So that's how it would go, because you got to remember your government entity, your entity is a person, and everybody in that nation is acting as one body. And the entity is one person. It's, you know what I'm saying? The same way you manufacture and do things for yourself, this is what you're supposed to be able to do in a whole bodily politic. You know what I'm saying? We moving as one. And that's how things are supposed to be. We're supposed to be able to take care of ourselves, welfare, whatever the situation, any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are responsible for us. But I just want to let y'all know that, dealing with the renunciation, just because you renounce yourself, that don't make you in a safe place. You have to be under some form of governmental law. You cannot just be stateless out here. Okay? Because if you are, then you ain't got nobody to back you up. You ain't got nobody to you know what I'm saying, stand on your behalf, that's standing with you. So, and anybody asking about USAR, all you got to do is pay attention, because now everybody trying to do what USAR done already did, instead of just coming on over here. We've been here 3 years now. But see, now you got this big group of people that they just had this little meeting or whatever. It was a bunch of them, Black Panthers and a couple of people from NOI, the Nation of Islam, and all these other people. They having these meetings and they trying to form something that's already been done, but they've been hating on what we've already done. They've been dogging it, and you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, trying to get the information to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just real. And that's what they own, you know? So, but we ain't mad, you know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do, because we gon', like I say, we gon' always prosper in what we doing. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's funny though. Like, they really be on the bullshit after they see what's real. But what I'm telling you is, I just sent a special appearance, right, to Indiana. All right, we had a national that was basically being detained at the moment. I sent a special appearance in. Boom. And it went to the judge, and he got the information, he read it, he understood it, and he understood exactly what was being said, and that he understood that they didn't have the right to detain our national, and he let our national go. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be like that all the time, because we have some of these judges who don't believe that, you know, this is really happening, that there is another form of government here that's taking place. These people don't believe that, so they're going to tempt you, they're going to try you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to see if you know what you know. They're going to see if you really ready to get on this battlefield. So, like, people can't think this shit just going to be a breeze. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not. You know, we're going to have to put up a fight. You know, how can we ever get a lawsuit if they never do anything to us? If we never got to fight for something? You know what I'm saying? How can we get these big lawsuits if, you know, people talking about, oh, well, I ain't going over there because they going to jail. You might have to go to jail. All because they, you know, breaking the law and disrespecting you. That's part of it. But the main part is that you know your shit and you stay on your square. You know what I'm saying? And you under a state government, and these people are backing and protecting you, and they present this to these people, and you fight for your law all the way. If you got to appeal it to the next court, all the way to when you got to take it all the way to the Supreme Court, because that's where you win. Once you hit that Supreme Court and they make the ruling on whatever the situation be, it becomes law. It becomes law. You dig what I'm saying? Automatically becomes law. Nobody can stop that. You dig? So, but you. Their defense is the lack of knowledge. The fact that you don't know. That's their defense. The lack of knowledge. But one thing about it, once you know how to put stuff publicly on record in court, once you know how to do that, and it's publicly on record, see, it's automatically, once you've done your renunciation and all these different types of things like that, and let's say you end up in court, right, and you give them a special appearance, that's already letting them know who you are and what jurisdiction you belong to and all that different things. You know what I'm saying? So you putting them on notice right then. It's on public record right then. Who you are, what's your government, who you belong to, all that. And this is what y'all got to understand. Okay? You can't do this by yourself. And the more all these institutions y'all start up and the more divided y'all stay, the more it's going to hurt you. But as of right now, the only Moorish American government that's standing right now today is United States of America Republic. All right? And big ups to C. Cannon Bay for everything he done did despite all the hate that brother put in work. You know what I'm saying? And a lot more other people in there put in work. And I'm just, you know, I'm proud to be a part of it. I witnessed it for myself. So I give a damn what nobody else talk. But you tell me how many temples, tell me how many of these temples then sent documentations and all these type of things like that. And they freeing their brothers. Because I hear more people complaining about nobody's from the temple is coming to support their brothers. But guess what? We show up at ours. We had at least 10 nationals show up at in Indiana, you know what I'm saying, for our brother that was there. And that's big because it shows that you're not by yourself. You are a nation. You have people. That makes a big difference. When you see 40 to 50 people walking in the courtroom, fez is on, talking about they your nation, they your government, and they your people, your brothers and your sisters. And these are your peers. And anything that they do in court, everybody in there is witnesses. And you a witness to that. So if they do anything unconstitutional, then all your peers that's with you is a witness for that. And they can't take that away from you. That's why it's important for us to be there. So we can witness for the unconstitutional things that are done to our brothers and sisters. But if you stateless, and you running around talking about you a Moorish American and da-da-da-da-da. And man, just because you got the knowledge and you conscious of that doesn't mean that you have applied those things to really make that statement true. You see what I'm saying? So like I told y'all, 2 things I've done to show that I'm no longer a U.S. citizen. One is I took an oath of allegiance to a foreign state. That is United States of America Republic. 2, I also took an oath to a governmental position to work for a foreign state, a foreign government, which is also United States of America Republic, and I'm the Assistant Attorney General. That's 2 things that we just read that automatically shows that I have relinquished my citizenship to the United States. That's 2. Okay? 2. If I gotta read it to you again, let me show it to you. So I don't mind. Alright, it says right here. Let's look at it again. First it says a person who is a national of the United States, whether by birth or naturalization, shall lose his nationality by voluntarily performing any of the following acts with the intention of releasing United States nationality, citizenship, same thing. Okay, now it says we'll go to 2. Taking an oath or making an affirmation or other formal declaration of allegiance to a foreign state. It does not say temple. I'm telling y'all, that's why that temple, the temple is great because that's Sunday school. That's where you learn. That's where you get all the knowledge and information from to go out and apply it into the world. It's wonderful. But that is not where you get your nationality from. You cannot. Okay? You see, it don't say foreign temple. It says a foreign state or a political subdivision. All right. Therefore, after having attained the age of 18 years. Then it also says, if you join the armed forces of another state. Now, I ain't joining the armed forces of another state, but there you go. Now, it says accepting, serving in, or performing the duties of any office, post, or employment under the what? Government of a foreign state or political subdivision thereof. All right. So that just told you that if you take an oath to a foreign state, in the government position, then you automatically relinquish your citizenship to the United States. And also, if you take an oath of allegiance to a foreign state, you automatically relinquish your citizenship to the United States. You are no longer property. You're no longer considered black, African American, Negro, or Hispanic. Okay? This is what this means. So now we got a better clarification, okay, of what's going on. And just know, again, that once you do, they act specifically telling you, I'm going to read it again. Persons intending to renounce U.S. citizenship should be aware that unless they are already possesses a foreign nationality, they may be rendered stateless and thus lack protection of any government. Because you stateless, you don't belong to nobody, you don't have no allegiance to anywhere. They may also have difficulty traveling as they may not be entitled to passport from any country. Statelessness can present severe hardship, the ability to own, rent property, work, marry, receive medical or other benefits, and attend school can be affected. Former U.S. citizens will be required to obtain a visa to travel the United States or show that they are eligible for admission pursuant to terms of visa waiver program. If unable to qualify for visa, the person could be permanently barred from entering the United States. If the Department of Homeland Security determines the renunciation is motivated by tax avoidance purposes, the individual will be found inadmissible to the United States under blah, 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 that section of the Immigration Nationality Act. All right, so basically what I'm saying is, go read it for yourself, get you a better understanding. You can go to us.gov, just type in renunciation in the search engine, and it'll pop up for you. But I promise you, man, you cannot do this without a foreign state government. You have to have. So what I'm asking you, if you claim yourself as a Moorish American, you have your nationality today. Who is your president? Who is your attorney general? Who is controlling your estate? Who can you call right now if somebody puts you in jail? Who can you call on behalf of you to come, partake and take care of your situation? Who can you call? And if you can't think of anybody, if you don't have a number for me to talk to, if you don't have like a public minister, a public prime minister, if you don't have an ambassador or any of these things for me to get in contact with about your people, then you have a problem. You have a problem. You're not under, you're stateless. That's what I'm saying. You don't have a government. You don't have anything protecting you. You don't have anything saying you belong somewhere. You belong to a nation. You don't have anything saying you belong to a group of people. So check yourself. If you can literally say, oh, hey, I got a nationality, I got this indigenous card, whatever. Like I said, if something happens to you right now, who can you call? Who's going to be there? What government did you take an allegiance to? You see what I'm saying? What foreign state did you take an allegiance to outside of the U.S.? Because we just read how to renounce your citizenship. And once you do, and if you're not with a foreign state already, then you become stateless. And you just seen it, told you that yourself. So everything we telling you, we showing it to you. So you can't deny it. So your question you got to ask yourself is, now, to all my people been on RV Bay publications and all that, can you call this RV Bay publication to come get your ass out of jail? Can you call this person to you know what I'm saying, to send in special appearances and all these type of things, you know, because they on behalf, you know, this you are estate to your government and they working on, you know, representing you. They have the power of attorney over you to basically get you out of your situation, to speak on your behalf. If you don't have that, then you are not secure. You're not in a nation. Okay? The temple don't offer that, man. You know why the temple don't offer that? This is why. Okay? If the temple was just the only thing that we were supposed to do, why the, excuse my language, but I'm going to say it anyway, why the fuck are you still suffering? Why are you still lacking? Why are you still having problems? Why are these temples still scattered and not communicating, and one saying they're better than the other, and this, all that confusion shit? You see what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is, you got the right to run your temple or whatever religion or however you choose to run it. You know what I'm saying? That's up to you. But this Constitution and these laws and everything, we got to follow that as a whole. It ain't about what you think the prophet said or what the prophet didn't say or what you might have thought or interpreted what the prophet said so you can run this in your temple. All that shit is out the window when we deal with the state. Because we talking about the actual laws that you took allegiance to and agreed to. So it ain't matter about what anybody said. It's what you already agreed to. And this is what we abide by. This is what we follow. So there is no confusion. There is no in between. You see what I'm saying? We know what we on. We know what we doing. So anybody got any questions, feel free. I just wanted to break that down because so many people who feel like just because they renounce themselves from the United States government that they have a nationality or something like that. No, you're stateless. You're still stateless because you haven't took an oath and allegiance to a foreign, like it says, to a foreign state of the United States. You haven't done that. You got to take that oath. And like I said, the only Moorish American government standing today is the United States of America Republic. 3 years, April the 14th, 2015. Been 3 years this year. All right, so this powerful. Like I said, and I know for myself that our government is working and we're making progress. You know, some people we're gonna have to fight in different situations because they don't have the understanding or they, you know, gotta greed for power and they want to show what they can do and, you know, be unconstitutional about things and all this type of stuff. So, you know, that's them the type of people we gotta fight through. But without those fight, then how can we get our lawsuits and all these different things that, you know, that's gonna go down in the Supreme Court? You know, we got to have that. Yeah, bro, hit me up. But we got to have all that. We got to have these conflicts and issues in order to let people know we here, in order for them to know we here, in order for them to know that we serious, that we will sue your ass for detaining or touching one of our government officials or anything like that. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no more just shooting our people down in the street and you getting off with $1 million and all that old type of stuff, or they get no. Because now you are actually somebody. You are in the human family now because you are a nation. So now you property, you belong somewhere. So somebody gotta, you know, somebody held accountable for this shit now. Yeah, somebody held accountable for any of this. So that's why it's important for you to have your nationality. If you really care about things that's going on in this world, your children and making a better place for them, man, start overstanding, start overstanding the law. Read civics. Get you a civic book. Start overstanding civics. Because it's all about being civil and civilization. Civil action is the only action. Remember that. Peace and love, man. Islam to y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Just stay on the 5 principles, man. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and you can't go wrong. Just be true to yourself. Stay true to you. And when I say stay true to you, that means stay true to your people, because your race or your family, your blood. You see what I'm saying? You shouldn't treat your folks like that. And we only gonna be as good as we treat one another as a whole. Now, some people doing great off as an individual, but it's easy to single those people out. If you dig what I'm saying, at least it just put you out there by yourself, and you easy to pick apart. You easy to do something to. But y'all be careful, man. Be careful who you listen to. Be careful what y'all taking in. Pay attention. I'm free for any questions today up until about 5:30. I got a meeting today. But y'all feel free for sure to get at me. Peace and love. Islam.